Today is November 18, 2021. I've been wanting to film this video for a while, so today I decided was the time to. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Linda. I was born in the States and I moved to Lebanon when I was around 9 years old. We've been living in Lebanon ever since the move in, was it 2008 or 2009? I'm really bad with dates, but we've been here for a while now. I would write in my journal how I wanted to move here and be with my family. Lebanon is such a beautiful country. I'm sure if you've ever been here or live here, you know that. This is why this video is so important to me. I still to this day get amazed when I go to different places here. I sometimes still feel like a tourist. So heartbreaking seeing what's been happening. It's like it's all I can think about. I just want to talk about things the way a person living here the past few years would. I do want to say that I'm grateful for everything that I have and am blessed with. People here have been robbed of so much, from things such as their finances to their emotional well-being. Nobody should have to experience the things people have experienced here. It's now something that everyone has to live with, and it's not fair. This video is probably going to be all over the place. There's so much that I want to mention. Also, some people might find this difficult to watch, and I understand that. I just don't know how things got this bad. I cannot wrap my head around it. If there is no consequences and accountability, will things ever get better here? I don't think so. I don't think it's possible. Corruption will never end. It won't. People here have been promised things for years, but of course, empty promises. Finally, enough was enough, and the revolution happened in 2019. It was about time. Our voices mattered then, and they matter now. And I know that this is a very sensitive topic, but life after the explosion on August 4 will never and has never been the same. I filmed a video about the Beirut blast previously, and I still can't get myself to watch it to this day. And everyone has to live with trauma because of mismanagement and corruption. It's hard to feel safe because who's looking out for us other than each other? It just breaks my heart that it's been like 2 years since the revolution started, and look at where we are. I just know that we were all more hopeful back then compared to now. Since I moved to Lebanon, and even before, the promises, I remember them as a child. Everyone living here was promised electricity 24/7. Electricity. We're still talking about electricity. It's 2021. This is still something Lebanese people have to deal with. And I'm talking a few years ago, so people had 21 hours a day, something like that, of government provided electricity. Is that how you say it? And it would leave for 3 hours a day, so during that time people would have to use their generator. People would have to use the generator during those 3 hours. Who would have thought that now we have 24/7 no electricity? Let me not exaggerate. 23 hours. Sometimes there's that 1 hour. 1 hour when there's government electricity. Sometimes not even that. So yeah, we went from being promised electricity 24/7 to not having any electricity and relying mainly on generators. Having electricity is a luxury now. The generator can only support so much. It can't handle multiple ACs, a washing machine, refrigerator, so you'll have to turn off one to use the other. There was a weird sound. Anyways, so many people got food poisoned because of this. There's no electricity means no refrigerator at home or at restaurants. Hospitals were at the verge of shutting down because no fuel. That put so many lives at risk. Getting sick in Lebanon is scary for people because to secure a place at the hospital, they need to pay a lot. It's even scarier because of the pandemic. Finding certain medication is hard now because whenever you go to the pharmacy, you might hear maqtua, which means they don't have it and they haven't been bringing it. It's terrifying because this has to do with the person's health. People have to ask their relatives or someone they know traveling to get the medication they need back here with them, as well as baby food. Baby food. Can you imagine mothers with newborn babies, how they were feeling, how they are feeling? Receiving medical care, finding and affording medication is really, it's difficult. I don't even feel like the way I'm saying it emphasizes the situation enough. I don't know how I can speak the way I feel. For the longest time, $1 was equal to 1,500 lira, Lebanese lira. That's how it was since I moved to Lebanon until the economic crisis. I studied at university what could happen to the currency and inflation and stuff. I never I never would have understood it the way I understand it now from living it. It's really confusing for people coming to Lebanon. I know my friends that come from abroad, they just don't understand what's going on. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm gonna try my best to. Obviously, there's more detailed videos with statistics about this online, so I'm just gonna explain it just the way I understand. I'm gonna use pictures on the screen. $1 equal to 1,500 lira. That's how it was for years. 2019, it started to change. The Lebanese lira started to decrease in value. It went from 1,500 lira to 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously, it was fluctuating during that time, and now it is 20. Not even, I think it's a little bit higher than 20. 21, 22, I think the highest was 23. So $1 equals to 21,000 Lebanese lira. A lot of people trusted the banking system here and the value of the currency. Now today, people cannot transfer or withdraw their own money. The Lebanese lira lost 90% of its value. I don't know why I got red. Everything is insanely expensive for people paid in Lebanese currency. One trip to the gas station, supermarket, and pharmacy will add up to more than a person's salary. How are people supposed to live like this? Gas stations a few months ago were either closed or the lines were so long that people would have to spend hours in their cars under the sun, 2 to 3 hours out of their day just waiting to get gas. Obviously, people have places they need to be. They need their car. I would wake up at 5 a.m. to fill gas in my car or in my parents' car because I didn't want them to wait for hours. But then at some point, people started going from 3, 4 a.m. Can you believe that? 3, 4 a.m. people waiting outside when they should be home comfortable with their family. Instead, they're waiting in line for gas because they have to wake up and go to work. Actually, not even wake up. They have to just continue to work. That happened for a while. Then they raised the price of gas. Now there's no line, but the price is unbelievable. I'm going to talk about a little personal experience. I was saving up for something, and before it would get something, and now that is nothing compared to people that saved up their whole lives. I know my experience is irrelevant, but as a teenager, because back then, it's okay. It's not okay. Actually, I refuse to accept and say any of this is okay. I refuse. I need to drink water and calm myself down. I think everyone should refuse. Yes, things were better before, but it doesn't mean that they were great. I believe that everyone knew that there was a lot of things going on before everything. In the revolution, everyone had a vision of how they want to see this country, and to settle for anything less than, it's not right. Wow, I got really dizzy. Today, 2 million is approximately equal to $100. So $100 is supposed to last. And with everything being so expensive, how's that gonna work? People have already been through enough here. Our parents' generation, their parents' generation. The country we all once knew is unrecognizable these days. No road safety. Traffic lights are rarely ever on. Obviously, a lot of people left. They had to. Leaving isn't an easy choice for anyone to make. And yes, people still go out and try to have a good time. People need that sense of normality because life here is anything but normal. I need to stretch. Ouch. Really, a few years ago, I would have never ever thought that anything that's happened here was possible. I think a lot of people are in denial, me being one of them. People have been going through so much here. Let's just think about it. From the revolution, economic crisis, capital control, August 4 Beirut blast, pandemic, fuel shortage, gas station lines, much more. Lebanese basic human rights have been stripped away. I really want the comment section to be a place where we can share our thoughts, talk about anything you want to add, share. I'll be reading and responding back. Any useful information, please let us know in the comments. Even if you feel hopeless, hold on to the thought that one day we'll get to live in a better Lebanon. A Lebanon that feels safe, that's advanced, that you have all the opportunity in, that you could be with your family. I hope that you all have an amazing day. I love you all so much, and hopefully I'll post more videos soon. Bye.